There is a profound strength in the woman who does not bend to the weight of her circumstances. She is strong because she does not seek validation from others. She finds it within herself. A strong woman knows that the world may challenge her, but it cannot defeat her unless she allows it. She faces the storms of life with resilience, rising each time she falls. This strength is not displayed in loud actions or boasting, but in the quiet endurance she shows when others might give up. It is the strength to continue moving forward when the path is unclear, when others question your decisions, and when your heart feels heavy. She is strong because she remains emotionally resilient. Even in moments of uncertainty, she maintains control over her emotions, never allowing external factors to disrupt her inner peace. This is the power of a woman who understands the depth of her own emotional strength. She is strong because she is independent. She does not wait for permission to live the life she dreams of. She takes ownership of her decisions, walking the path that she knows is right for her, even if others disagree. She is not afraid to stand alone because she knows that sometimes the strength to stand firm comes from within. Until then, our best allies are those who know us the best. He is strong because she leads with compassion, understanding that leadership is not about commanding others, but about inspiring them to reach their highest potential. Her strength lies in her ability to guide others, not through force, but through love and understanding. She is strong because she believes in herself. In a world that often tries to define her worth by standards that don't align with her own truth, she maintains a belief in her abilities. Her confidence is not built on perfection, but on the certainty that she is capable of achieving greatness. She is strong because she embraces vulnerability. While many shy away from showing their true selves, she knows that vulnerability is not a weakness, but a strength. It is through embracing her vulnerability that she connects with others and reveals her authentic power. Finally, she is strong because she never gives up. She perseveres through life's challenges with unwavering faith in herself. Each setback is a lesson, and each obstacle is an opportunity to grow stronger. No matter how many times she faces hardship, she remains steadfast, knowing that her purpose will always propel her forward. Finally, she is strong because God. She is the not walking slowly parent God. A strong woman doesn't just exist, she creates her own destiny. Through her resilience, independence, compassion, self-belief, vulnerability, empathy, and persistence, she reveals to the world that strength is not just about what you do, but who you are at your core. And that, my friends, is the most powerful thing a woman can ever be. Emotional resilience is the ability to remain calm, composed, and focused in the face of adversity. It is a strength that allows you to withstand the storms of life without being completely thrown off course. For a woman with emotional resilience, challenges and setbacks become stepping stones rather than roadblocks. Her ability to stay grounded during tough times is rooted in her inner strength and belief that she can navigate through any situation. When life throws unexpected obstacles her way, she does not crumble or succumb to despair. Instead, she finds a way to maintain her peace, keeping her emotions in check without allowing them to control her actions. Resilient women understand that their emotions are valid, but they also know that they must not be ruled by them. They may feel hurt, anger, or frustration, but they do not allow those emotions to dictate their response to life's difficulties. Instead, they process these feelings in a healthy way, recognizing that emotions are temporary and do not define their overall sense of self. This emotional strength is not about suppressing feelings, but about acknowledging them and finding constructive ways to deal with them. Moreover, emotional resilience enables women to bounce back from disappointments and failures with a renewed sense of purpose. Instead of wallowing in defeat, they analyze what went wrong, learn from it, and adapt. Their resilience is built on the knowledge that their current circumstances do not determine their future. This mindset empowers them to continue forward, knowing that each trial is an opportunity for growth, and they possess the mental and emotional tools to overcome any challenge. Independence is the power to make decisions and take actions without relying on others for validation or direction. For a woman who embodies independence, her life is guided by her own values, principles, and goals. She does not wait for permission from the world or others to pursue her dreams. Instead, she confidently charts her own course, trusting in her judgment and capabilities. Independence means standing firm in her beliefs, even when external pressures try to sway her. It is the courage to walk a path that may be different from others, not out of defiance, but out of a deep sense of personal purpose and conviction. An independent woman knows that her worth is not determined by the opinions or approval of others. She does not seek external validation for her choices because she is secure in the knowledge that she has the strength and wisdom to make decisions that align with her true self. This autonomy is not about isolation or rejection of help. Rather, it is about knowing when to seek guidance and when to trust her own intuition. Her independence is also reflected in her ability to take responsibility for her own life. She does not wait for someone else to take charge or solve her problems. Whether it's managing her career, finances, or personal relationships, she steps into each situation with a sense of ownership and accountability. She understands that no one else can live her life for her, and thus she must be proactive in creating the life she desires. And thus, independence for her is not merely a trait, but a way of being, one that empowers her to live fully, authentically, and confidently. Compassionate leadership is the ability to guide and influence others with empathy, understanding, and care. A woman who embodies compassionate leadership does not lead through dominance or control, but through kindness and a genuine concern for the well-being of others. She recognizes the value in every individual and understands that true leadership is about empowering those around her. She generally believes that by giving each person space and privacy, she shapes and demonstrates the best of who they are and what they want to do. Her leadership style is rooted in listening deeply to others, understanding their challenges, and offering support where needed. She leads not by telling others what to do, but by inspiring them to discover their own strengths and solutions. Once I realized that this was the case, I knew I had to go to her at some point. This form of leadership involves nurturing a sense of community, fostering an environment where collaboration and mutual respect thrive. A compassionate leader knows that the success of a team is not solely measured by productivity or results, but by the growth and development of each person within the team. She is patient, taking the time to mentor and encourage those she leads, recognizing that their success is intrinsically tied to her own. Her compassion extends beyond just words. It is reflected in her actions. She takes the time to understand the unique needs and struggles of those around her, and she is always ready to offer a helping hand, whether it's in the form of advice, encouragement, or practical assistance. A compassionate leader also recognizes when others are struggling and doesn't hesitate to step in to provide support, whether emotionally or practically. She fosters an atmosphere of trust where her team feels safe to express themselves and be vulnerable, knowing they will be met with understanding, not judgment. Through her compassionate leadership, she cultivates an environment where people are motivated not by fear or pressure, but by the genuine desire to contribute and grow together. Unwavering self-belief is the cornerstone of a woman's inner strength. It is the deep-rooted conviction that she is capable of achieving whatever she sets her mind to, regardless of external circumstances or the opinions of others. This belief does not waver in the face of failure, rejection, or adversity. Instead, it grows stronger. A woman with unwavering self-belief understands that she is not defined by her mistakes or setbacks, but by her resilience to rise again, stronger and wiser. She knows that every challenge is an opportunity to prove her ability to overcome. And failure is simply part of the learning process, not a reflection of her worth. Self-belief comes from within. It is not contingent on validation from others or the praise of the world. She does not seek approval or permission to pursue her dreams, for her belief in herself is the driving force that propels her forward. Even in moments of doubt, when the road seems unclear or the journey seems too difficult, her inner conviction remains firm. She draws strength from her past successes, from the lessons learned along the way, and from the unshakable knowledge that she is capable of greatness. This belief in herself extends to all aspects of her life. It shapes the way she makes decisions, faces challenges, and interacts with others. She trusts her instinct, knowing that her intuition has guided her through difficult times before. Her unwavering self-belief is not arrogance, but a deep sense of self-awareness. She recognizes her strengths, embraces her weaknesses, and accepts that her worth is not based on external measures of success, but on the fact that she is inherently valuable, powerful, and deserving of all the success she envisions. Embracing vulnerability is a powerful act of courage, especially for a woman who understands that it is not a weakness, but a strength. It is the willingness to be open, honest, and authentic, even in the face of uncertainty or potential judgment. A woman who embraces vulnerability does not hide behind walls of perfection or pretense. She allows herself to be seen as she truly is, with all her strengths, flaws, and imperfections. This openness creates genuine connections with others, allowing for deeper, more meaningful relationships based on trust and mutual understanding. Rather than fearing vulnerability or seeing it as a risk, she understands that it is essential to her personal growth and emotional well-being. She knows that hiding her true self only leads to emotional isolation, and that embracing vulnerability allows her to experience life fully. Whether it is expressing her emotions, sharing her struggles, or asking for help, she recognizes that vulnerability fosters empathy, not weakness. It enables her to let go of the need for control and perfection, and in doing so, she creates space for healing, growth, and transformation. Vulnerability is also an act of self-acceptance. It means acknowledging that she is not invincible, and that it is okay to ask for support or admit when things are difficult. This willingness to show up as her authentic self without fear of judgment empowers her to live more freely and authentically. It also allows others to do the same, creating a ripple effect of openness and connection. By embracing vulnerability, she releases the burden of pretending to be something she is not, and accepts herself as worthy of love, support, and success, just as she is. Empathy and support for others are hallmarks of a woman who possesses an incredible depth of understanding and care. She has the ability to step into the shoes of those around her, to feel their pain, joy, and struggles as if they were her own. This empathetic nature allows her to connect with others on a profound level, not just by offering words of encouragement, but by truly understanding their experiences. Liberation. She does not judge or criticize, but instead listens with an open heart and an open mind, offering comfort and solace when needed. Her presence alone can provide a sense of reassurance as others feel seen, heard, and valued. Supporting others is not just about offering advice or solutions. It's about being there in the moments when they need someone to lean on. A woman who is supportive recognizes that every person is on their own journey and may need different forms of assistance at various times. Whether it's offering a helping hand, providing guidance, or simply being a sounding board, her support is genuine and unconditional. She knows that sometimes the greatest gift she can offer is just her time and attention, showing up when others need her most. Empathy also enables her to encourage others to rise to their potential. She sees the strengths in others that they might not yet recognize in themselves, and she helps them to discover and nurture those gifts. Her support is not about fixing others, but about empowering them to be their best selves. She celebrates their victories and stands by them through their challenges, knowing that her encouragement can make a lasting impact. Through her empathy and support, she creates a space where others feel safe to grow, to heal, and to become who they were meant to be. Persistence in the face of adversity is a defining characteristic of a woman who refuses to be deterred by life's challenges. It is the unwavering determination to keep moving forward no matter how difficult the journey may be. She does not allow setbacks to define her or discourage her from her goals. Instead, each challenge becomes a lesson, and each obstacle an opportunity to strengthen her resolve. The road may be long and filled with uncertainties, but her commitment to her vision and purpose remains steadfast. When faced with adversity, she doesn't give up. She digs deeper, finding new ways to adapt and overcome. Her persistence is rooted in a deep belief in her own ability and resilience. She knows that no matter how many times she faces rejection, failure, or hardship, she has the strength to keep going. She doesn't allow temporary setbacks to shake her confidence. Instead, she takes them as signs of growth, learning to adjust her approach and move forward with greater wisdom and clarity. She is not afraid to fall down because she understands that falling is not failure, it's a part of the process of growth. This persistence is also fueled by a strong sense of purpose. She knows why she's pursuing her goals and remains focused on the bigger picture. When things get tough, her commitment to her mission drives her to continue even when the world around her may seem to be falling apart. Her persistence isn't just about achieving success for herself. It's about demonstrating to others that it is possible to keep going even when the odds are stacked against you. So, with every step, no matter how small, she reaffirms her strength and her unwavering belief that perseverance will eventually lead to victory. A strong woman is not defined by the absence of challenges, but by her ability to face them head-on with unwavering resolve. She embodies emotional resilience, independence, compassionate leadership, self-belief, vulnerability, empathy, and persistence. These qualities are not mere traits. They are the foundation of her strength and power. She knows that life will test her, but she also knows that every trial is an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. Wrapping a piece of her mistress' image eviscerated her. But she's strength does not come from avoiding adversity, but from embracing it with courage, knowing that she has everything within her to rise above it. The world needs women like her. Those who lead with love, who stand firm in their beliefs, who never give up, and who lift others as they climb. To be a strong woman is to understand that your power lies in your ability to overcome, to inspire, and to remain true to yourself no matter the circumstances.